house, right? Yep. Okay. Where am I? It's dark out. Okay, I got it. Okay, so
Yeah, it
gotta
makes it
follow this
harder.
line. Yeah. Follow this line. The troll's just gonna stand there and go, huh? Even if you're standing in there yourself. He'll just wait for you.
Oh no, see, I'd bring the, I'd run the troll away from it. And I've been lucky here lately. I haven't had an event.
Yeah, it's plenty sharp.
Oh, this is plenty straight up. Wah!
Ah, I hit it too close. Dang it.
Uh oh. Where are you? There you are.
Try that again. I think that's it right there. No, not quite. There it is.
And ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm having him show me how to do this is he's actually made it where it works on our server. So, too close right there.
Yep, it did. Well, they had updated or patched it or whatever. You know, you've seen other YouTubers where you can throw them in a 2x2 or whatever, and it works fine back in last year, but not anymore. They require more room to eat apparently, and so I've had to alter the way that it's been built previously.
Why you no good for nothing? Day 182, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't died since day 157. You're not sharp.
seal it off so they don't get stuck in the little channels you've made, and make sure they have a way out. Gremlins, wherever you're gonna build it.
Well, what I'll probably end up doing is when I get to the wolf stage, I haven't found a mountain on here, on this island, but I'm exploring the swamp a little bit.
Alright, let's see. There's a little patch right here, but it'll be alright.
Did I just? Yeah, I just went over the edge again.
Alright. Well, we can build a safety area for now. Just so we're not falling in all the time.
The only one that has to worry about it is me.
Well, I fall in too. Gonna happen. This is just for a temporary safety area.
It's not the same height.
Oops.
Oh, never
Yep.
mind. You put it. You dropped it down a little bit.
I'm just running it across so we don't fall all the way down into the hole.
Yeah, I was looking at the lip.
And if for some reason they are shooting in there, just do this. Put this over the top of it, and it'll slow them down until you can get out here and kill whatever it is that's in there, you know, or on top of it. But if you do this, you're gonna want to put a fence around it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's good enough. Okay, so you got your frame there. It's one log, okay? Basically you go up as high as you can, but you have to keep in count that you're gonna build a roof on it. So what is it? 4 high, and that's as high as it goes. So right there is green.
And then it'll be
Right.
orange, and then it'll be red.
Okay, well we don't want it red because we want to build on top of the main platform where the boars or chickens or whatever it is you're gonna have up there. Even locks, but you got to build it a little differently for locks, obviously.
You gotta build it a lot bigger.
Yeah. So
I don't know if I'm gonna tame lock. Well, I'll have to. But we know how easy I am about trapping locks.
okay, so big basketball hoop, right?
Yeah.
Too high. Okay. So we're gonna start with that. And we're gonna build a ramp. So we gotta get rid of this tree. We gotta get the boars up there. And we don't want anything in the way when we're pushing or pulling them in there either.
So that means we need to clear this path right here, huh? Because
Wherever you're gonna.
one
yeah,
board's
well,
over here.
Do you have the harpoon made?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to. Just the area where we're gonna build the ramp.
Oh, okay.
The rest of it you can go around with the harpoon. So, and take your beams coming out so you can get an idea where the ramp's gonna go. Doesn't have to be a huge ramp because you're gonna just squeeze one board down it at a time. So just like that, start it like that or something. The support for the ramp. Let's see, I'm gonna have to get up there and see where it's going to start. Okay, so just use roof, or well, actually we could use stairs too, but you can use stairs for wolves. I like using the roof because it's easier to push the boars up the roof. So, and you want to use the 26 degree.
It's not as
And
steep. Well,
yeah, and you
45,
want it,
we can't walk up.
and you want it to snap on the top of the bigger beam, not the bottom, so it's flush. And so here you got your first. I mean, you can just use use cheap boards to support it. So there's the first one. Side of the mountain's a little easier. You can, you're already pre-elevated to get it to that point, so you can dig into the side of the mountain for the hole, and then dig a couple little flat areas for the upper part, so you can kind of reach it better. Now we need a table over here. So let's see. So this is how I guesstimate where I'm gonna put the next piece. Doesn't break first. Like so. Hopefully, yeah, it's gonna break right there. Let's see if I'm right. Pretty close. Let's try this again. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna destroy it anyway.
Yeah, once they're up there.
Yeah, once they're up there, as long as it's doing its job. Okay, so there's the support. That's I know you're thinking, oh, you can use the steep ones. I know you can, but it's a little harder to get them up there.
No, you can't because you can't walk up the steep ones.
Well, you can run them, but being that it's so high up there, you probably run out of stamina. And so when you do that, you want to put a series of doors to shut behind you until you regain stamina. But you can also use the harpoon to get them most of the way, you know. I'm just trying to do it a little bit less work away. I mean, well, I guess it's not less work, but stress, I guess. So if you're struggling to get this to touch correctly right here, take your hoe out, stand like right on the end of it,
And level the ground to it.
and see if it levels the ground. See, that time it kind of went down. Or you could pull this number, grab the little 1 meter pole, and kind of snap it like right in there, and just use it as a backer to try to click another one in there like that. You know, it's buried in the ground. See that? Nice and smooth. And you're gonna build a little sidewall going up so they don't fall off when you're pushing them or pulling them. If you want to put angled beams on those going up like a railing, that'd be sweet.
Regular wood or core wood?
Just regular wood. Right now.
26 degrees.
Let's see, we're still green right there.
We got a spot in there that's orange or yellow.
Hmm?
There's a spot where it's orange or yellow going up.
No, that's okay. It's not falling over. Temporary. So I'm trying to think if that's high enough here. Maybe we need to go up higher. Which if we do, I'll just add the incline at the end. So that's 1, 2. That should be plenty high enough. 1, 2. 3, 4. Yeah, I think 4 beams should be plenty high enough for that. 4 of the 4-meter beams. It's 16 meters, so the average is 12. 12 or higher.
Oops, I better eat. If I want any stamina.
That's right.
All right. Now get back up here.
Doesn't have to be made out of core wood, but I'm gonna let you know that core wood can handle more damage. So if the tower does get attacked by flying drakes, it can last longer.
Core wood also allows for you to build higher.
Well, I'm talking about the top of it. I mean, you can build after the first platform. You can use just regular wood if you want. You're actually going to need some for building where they fall.
Oh, let's see. About how close should the doors be?
You only need like 2 or 3. So I usually do one like right here. Because if you're pulling them, if you're pulling it, you can usually walk all the way up in there, and they're usually hanging back about 8 or 10 meters. So yeah, so you run up to here, jump over the boar, and then shut the door. Try to get behind it, and then push it the rest of the way. And it usually goes right in.
I got them about.
So we're using the little 1 meter squares right here. This is going to be the trough area, basically, kind of. And then the idea is that you make a place for the boars to sit or stand in here, so they'll stand here, but you don't want them falling through necessarily. I'm not falling through right now, right?
Oh, yeah. If it's more than 2 meters, they fall through.
Well, yeah, I mean, use your shift key. But so on mine, the ones I have on the server they don't even go all the way to the back. But they have fallen out of there, and it happens. They glitch through. It's just the way it is. So what I do is I take this one here, and I kind of measure off of something like that. And I'm like, okay, where's my other one at? See if you can tell just by eyeballing it on 2 out. See that?
Yep.
And you might have to play with it a little bit, you know. I mean, nothing's perfect. And so what I do is I take another set, and I hold the key to, you know, not snap it. And I'll go kind of inside of where that one was, kind of like this. And I realized, oh, they're still walking on this right here, because I can't fall through, so that the little babies aren't going to fall through. So then you move it back a little bit.
You fall through, that's gonna be a lot of damage.
No, I put the thing on there. Remember, the platform.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. See? Safety first.
Otherwise, that'd be a lot of damage. That'd be almost death for me.
So you want the babies to fall out the back. Now, this isn't like, you know, the perfect setup, but it's a setup that works. You know, and almost like if I fall through it, they'll fall through it. But so you have that one. You want to go just a little bit further in than that. You want it so you're floating it. Now see, I'm not falling through. See? I'm walking. If I turn sideways, I should fall through. That's exactly where you want it. So right now, it's too tight. Turn forward with it. You don't fall through, but if you turn left and you're this way with it, you want to fall through. That's what I found out on my other one. I need to move it a little more. So, see, I'm walking over it now. See, if I turn, I still aren't falling. It's tricky. I'm getting stuck. See, I'm walking and I can't get out. That's almost perfect, actually. But I don't know. If you find that they're falling through, you can always move it. You know. Or you can do this. There's another way to do it. Instead of having it all the way across, you can do this type of thing. Like something like this. Where you have just 3 sticking out like that. And they'll probably get over here. And then all you do is you just put a series of doors. The bigger doors. The wood gates. And you can use those from back here to like move them around inside when the piglets are stuck. and it'll shove them right down the crack, and then you feed them again. Let's see. I'm thinking that you can try it with just one set. Let's see. I'll try it with one set.
Oh, I'll fall through there.
Oh yeah. Well. Yeah. So we got to move them a little closer. I suppose better eat. Takes a little bit of toying with to get used to it. It took me a while to figure it out. So let's mark that one. Mark it so we know where that one is. Take them out. And we'll move them in a little bit more. Oh, still fall through. Look at that. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying you gotta toy with it. But the whole object is to keep the mama and dada away from all the little babies down there, so they keep producing. How you get them to fall is another, is work in progress. So what you could do, like, instead of taking that out all the time, you can come over on this other side and kind of snap one in underneath. You know, like, is it? Let's pull that one out. Come on, get in there. There it is. So like that. See how I kind of stuck it out? Right there. You can also do that too to adjust it instead of taking out where they're standing.
They can't fall through. Or I can't fall through.
Right, you don't want to really fall through the front one. You want to fall through the back one. Because they're gonna stand here. And they're gonna turn to eat. And they're gonna kind of teeter-totter in here. And their butts are gonna stick out that way. And when they have a baby, they're just gonna fall. That's the whole idea. So you don't have to use the doors to push them off every time you're up there. But that's how I get them off there. If the baby's stuck up there, is I put doors up there, giant paddles to push them down the hole. I'm thinking maybe just. The thing is with this is you got to build a wall like in that so that they don't get caught on that ledge. So you float the wall, don't let it click. Float it, don't let it click. So it's flush. Like that. Otherwise the babies will just sit on that ledge back there. You know?
Okay, what keeps mommy and daddy from falling through that hole?
They're too big. They have more of a hit box than we do.
Oh, okay.
And so do the baby locks has a bigger hitbox. Well, actually, the baby locks has a hitbox almost as large as the mama. Because I was messing around with them, and I'm like, oh, I can get the locks through one door. No, because you physically looks like the locks will go through one door, but it won't, because the hitbox is actually bigger than one door.
Yeah.
So I had to make two doors, like barn, and push one through and shut it, and then breed them again. Until I started messing around with floating them in the air. see, this is being stubborn. I mean, you don't really know until you get one in there. You try it, and if they fall, you got to get them out, or you just leave it like it is right now down there. And if they fall, you just pull them back up with the harpoon. You got to give it a day or two. You know, you got to try it. You can't just expect it to work the first time.
Oh yeah.
I didn't. So you can leave that floor that's down there. You know, and if one of the moms fall through or whatever, if they fall through there, you can grab them and bring them up and move the board in more. I'm just trying to give you an idea how it works.
Oh
It
yeah.
does
I'm learning.
it does take some tweaking. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, nothing's perfect. You know, I've seen a lot of videos on different builds, and doing it's one thing, and you know, getting it perfect is another. So, but I don't think they'll fall through this right here. I mean, that's about where I got mine. It's in one board basically. Because when I go in mine, I fall right through, just like that. So, and you know, the board didn't fall out for weeks. Like it usually didn't fall out. It was on a reload. So after the server's been restarted or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
maybe it was like half leaning off and it decided to spawn it down on the bottom. Who knows? I don't know. So that's the set part of it. So after that, and we'll have to try this and see how it sits. So basically, when you get them in there, you take out, you know, two pieces of the ramp. You build this out, like two out like this, and then what you do, and I'm gonna just kind of show you how you gauge where you feed them, because where you feed them matters too. So I put that there just to keep what I'm throwing from going down all the way. So say the bores are there, and I usually float a piece of. Let's see if I can get one in there. Where is it? There. Okay, so that's the actual wall. I need more wood. Is there another one? Oh, I'm just gonna grab this over here. I don't know if you had another stack down there. That's stone.
It's daytime. They showed up late.
Alright. Okay, so say they're in there, and then I usually float one of these so their heads can poke through, right? So, where's the 1, 2. That's just too high. I mean, you're breaking the bottom one out. They shouldn't be able to get through that, but. So, they sit in there, their head pokes through, and you build this out 2 squares, two squares back, 2 of the 2x2s back, and then the idea is that you build yourself a little wall to stand by, right? Like this. And when you push forward on it, it kind of centers your body. Wherever your rectacle's at is where you're going to throw, basically, or so supposedly, while you're pushing forward. So I'm going to throw some bukeberries. And you grabbed it because you were standing there, right?
Yeah.
So I need you to come like behind me or something.
There we go.
If you can see it. throw them back at me.
Okay.
I'm gonna get rid of the dandelions because they won't work. Okay, so you got to gauge where it lands and figure out where they're eating because it's gotten really picky. Because when they're in limited room, they don't eat very easy. So start by throwing one, figure out where it lands, and that went way past the board. That would have fell down the hole to the other pigs. All right, so then you back it up even more. So you put another square down. You know, and you pull that out, back up again. You know, is it right here? Pick up the raspberry, strawberry, whatever. Try it again. You want it to land right in front of their face every time. And then you can give them a stack of raspberries if you want. But see? So it's back even further than that. So we're going to do it again. Another one. Erase this one. Grab it again. So you're trying to find that sweet spot. So when you come up here, you can say, oh, I'm going to feed him real quick. And right there is about perfect. So, and you can see where it landed. Pretty close to where you want to be. You might have to toy with it. And you got to give them a minute to eat. So let's finish the walls on this and we'll get a boar in here. You can separate them if you want. You can put a wall in here. Once you get them in here, or get one in here, wall them off. They'll still mate with a wall in there.
They will?
Yep.
How,
If they don't, you gotta remove it, but they should. They have for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the outer wall on.
okay.
Get it in there. There we go. And you want it completely encased because you don't want things shooting at them. So.
Yeah.
That didn't go in right. Come on, get up there. And then, obviously, the roof.
Oh.
More wood. Get more wood, more stuff on you.
Oh yeah, I got more stuff on me.
Need the regular wood.
Oh, I ain't got much, but there's one piece or two pieces. But there's plenty right here.
Oh, did I miss it down there?
No, I got my faithful little axe.
Oh, right. Trees.
Ah, gotta have a little more than 20 stamina to get out of the hole.
Yeah. like trying to ride a exercise bike with no caffeine in your system, right? Okay, so I'm gonna kind of show you what I did for doors before we get them up here. So basically, I like to have one in the middle. You put the hinge side at you so you can use it. So let's say you're feeding them and there's 2 little piglets in there with the adults. You just aim at the flat part there. Stand to that side to go that way, obviously move over this way to go the other way. It'll push those little piglets right down the hall. So that's one way, and then the other way is having one on the sides as well. But you can bury it in the wall if you do it right. But yeah, see right there, kind of buried it in the wall. But you can still see it. The problem is with that one is you can't really get the other way. You see, you have to stand up here to get the other way, and it's not, you know. So
Yeah, I like the center one.
Yeah, you know, and it should work. It should work
Because
just fine. I had mine a little different, so that I had to put 3 in there because it wasn't reaching all the way to the back. But the wolves, they're pretty easy. Their hitbox is even bigger than the pigs, so I think that'll work for you. So we'll leave it open like this so we can shove the first one in and over. And we'll see if it falls. That's all we can do right now, so we'll have to go get a pig.
oh, we got the closest one right here.
There's one here.
Yeah, right
All
up,
right.
right down the hill. In that box over there.